How to figure out what actually helps you move forward. Channel, nobody told us this. You've probably had this thought before. I'm doing things, so why am I not moving forward? You're working, you're trying, you're putting in effort, and yet nothing feels like it's actually changing. Here's what most people don't realize. You can be busy and still be stuck. You can be productive and still not progress. Because movement isn't about doing more, it's about doing the right things. And most people were never taught how to tell the difference. The hardest part about being stuck is that it doesn't always look like being stuck. You're checking things off, staying active, trying to improve. So from the outside, it looks like progress. But internally, something feels off because no matter how much you do, it doesn't translate into movement. That's because a lot of what people do falls into this category. Things that feel productive but don't actually change anything. Scrolling for ideas, over-planning, reworking the same things, trying to get ready again and again. It feels like effort, but it doesn't move you forward. Not everything that takes effort creates progress. The problem isn't that you're not trying. The problem is that you haven't separated what helps from what doesn't. Everything is mixed together. Important things, low impact things, distractions, responsibilities. And when everything is mixed together, everything feels equally necessary. So you end up doing what's in front of you, reacting to what feels urgent, repeating what feels familiar, instead of choosing what actually moves you forward. If you don't decide what matters, everything will feel like it does. Why it's so hard to figure it out. If this were easy, everyone would do it, but it's not. Because figuring out what helps you move forward requires something most people avoid: honest evaluation. You have to look at what you're doing and ask, is this actually working? Has this created results before, or does it just feel like progress? And that's uncomfortable because sometimes the answer is, I've been putting effort into the wrong things. That's why people stay busy. Because being busy feels better than being uncertain. Instead of asking, what should I do next? Try asking, what has actually moved me forward before? Think about it. In your own experience, what created real change? What led to actual results? What made things clearer, not more confusing? Those are signals, but most people ignore them, and instead they keep trying new things that feel productive. Progress leaves clues, but only if you pay attention to them. Here's where things start to change. Instead of adding more, you start filtering. When something shows up in your day, ask, does this move me forward or just keep me occupied? That one question can eliminate a lot, because once you start noticing the difference, you stop treating everything the same. And when you stop treating everything the same, things start to feel clearer. When you begin to recognize what actually helps, you waste less effort, you make better decisions, you feel less overwhelmed, not because life becomes easier, but because it becomes clearer. And clarity changes how you move. You stop chasing everything and start focusing on what works. If you've been feeling stuck, if you've been trying but not seeing movement, it doesn't mean you're incapable, it doesn't mean you're behind, it means something in your approach needs to be seen more clearly. You don't need to do everything, you don't need to chase every option, you need to recognize what actually creates progress for you. And once you do that, moving forward becomes a lot less confusing. You don't move forward by doing more. You move forward by knowing what actually works and having the discipline to choose it.